We're at the 2016 Drag Week, Hot Rod Magazine Drag Week, and we're at Norwalk, Ohio. And I'm here with Jay Brown. And Jay, there's a lot to talk about here, but Jay has been, how many drag weeks you been to?
Been to 10 of them now.
10 of them, 10 drag weeks. And he's got the 69 Shelby Mustang, which really isn't a Shelby Mustang.
No, it's a clone, I'm afraid.
But if that wasn't unique enough, it's also got a single overhead cam camera motor, Ford camera motor, which, you know, they originally had designed for NASCAR. NASCAR said, no way, Jose. And so they ended up getting dumped on the drag racers, and a lot of the top fuelers in the 60s ran them. You know, Connie Coletta and
Don
Sneaky
Perdome.
Pete, Don Perdome, Sneaky
Yep.
Pete Robinson.
Mickey Thompson.
Yep. So
all those guys.
it's a very, very storied and interesting history with the SOHCs connected originally directly to drag racing. But we want to talk about the car a little bit. I guess the first thing is that gets me about you and this car is, and I guess since you've been to 10 drag weeks, it kind of makes sense, but you are very consistent with this car. How do you do that?
Well, I think I just pay a lot of attention to the suspension, and then, you know, I have my own dyno, and so I run my own dyno testing on the engine, really get it dialed in on the dyno with the EFI system and the timing and everything, so it makes the same power over and over and over again. And it's not that sensitive to the weather, not that sensitive to the fuel, just seems to be pretty consistent. So between the suspension and the dyno testing of the engine, I think that's what does it.
And so, you know, one of the things with you is you were at the first drag week,
right?
Not with this car,
no,
with another Mustang,
right?
But what was that like compared to the way it is now?
That was more like there was 42 guys. You know, I mean, that was a tribal experience. You know, everybody was just trying to make it. Hot Rod didn't even announce it until 3 months before the event. And so everybody just showed up with whatever they had. Nobody's building cars specifically for drag week. And it was like everybody was just working on trying to help everybody else get through their week. You know, if somebody was stopped on the side of the road, every racer that went by would stop and try to help them. You know, I mean, and when we got all done, we were all great friends. I have friends from that first drag week that I still have today, you know, that are good friends of mine.
That's great.
And it was the best event I've ever been to. And you know, all these drag weeks are really good events, but that one just stands out.
Fantastic. So Jay, I don't know, it's a glutton for punishment or something because he's running this SOHC. So why aren't you running like just an FE or a 429, 460 or whatever? I mean, what is it about this engine? Because everything seems like it's twice as difficult at least.
It is twice as difficult. You know, that's part of the challenge, right? And you know, there's a lot of different versions of the FE engine, but the SOHC is really kind of the king of the hill there.
Yeah.
And you know, the engine room appeal is unbelievable, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you pop the hood and people go crazy. That's kind of cool.
Well, thank you. I mean, we've got some great drag week history, and there's some great history under the hood. One of the most exotic engines you'll probably ever see, and especially in this form where he's, you know, changed a lot of things, and he's looking for performance, and it's very consistent performance. So Jay, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thank you,
Tom.
All right, get out of here and
All right.
get on to the next track.
Sounds good.